In September of the 2011 fall semester, the University of Maryland University Senate voted to increase the distance at which smokers would have to stand away from campus buildings to 25 feet from the original policy of 15 feet. As the semester comes to a close, the students, staff, and administration evaluate the new policy's effectiveness. Most students who smoke agree that smokers here do not follow the policy.
I was just out here one day and there was a girl smoking like right by the building, and right above her the window was open, and someone did say something to her, but I don't know, hopefully other smokers are more aware of stuff like that. I try to be.
I mean, I respect that because I know people aren't a fan of smoke all up in their face, or, right when they walk outside or going inside a building. I understand it, but sometimes it's raining, and sometimes you're just like out there, and I don't even know, how far is this from the building?
I went to SUNY Albany in New York, and the old policy was that you had to be 20 feet away from all the buildings, but that was highly disregarded because I have a lot of friends that took pictures in front of the signs and stuff. I mean, yeah, I do think there should be some sort of regulation, but if it's raining, I don't want to be standing in the rain. I don't know, maybe there should be a designated spot, but...
Because when it rains, I stand underneath over there.
I've heard Cedric the Entertainer talk about in the Kings of Comedy, he's like, you can't even smoke on planet Earth anymore, can you? He makes all these jokes. And I feel like that, it's already bad enough I have to go out in the cold, in the dark, and then it's raining. I can't be expected to stand in the rain to smoke a cigarette. I mean, I know it's bad for me, but I think I still have a right to be dry while I do it, So, out of necessity, I do the same thing. And when people walk by, I kind of just try not to exhale in their face, but...
Former chairman of the Committee of Campus Affairs, Gene Farrick, who helped to draft the new unfollowed policy, describes what prompted the writing of the unmonitored rule.
There was a request from the Vice President for Administrative Affairs to raise the distance. And this came back from a previous Campus Affairs report having to do with smoking. And out of this request, they said if you could extend it to 25 feet, then the campus buildings would start to become in compliance with LEED certification, or green certification. All the new buildings going on campus now would have this 25-foot perimeter, but the rest of the campuses didn't, so by adding the 10 feet, we got the certification. As a committee, we saw that this would be good for the green campus that we're trying to become, and a difference of 10 feet. To us, it was a no-brainer. We just went with that. Now, we knew that administratively, this is putting something on administrative affairs to move signs, change the location of cigarette butt cans and things like that. With Economic Times, I don't know, how well they're going to be able to do something like that, because you can only do so much with the way the economy is right now. But it was a request from Administrative Affairs to help them in regard to a green campus, and we just thought that was an easy thing to agree to.
The new policy was not intended to further protect non-smokers from secondhand smoke, according to Farrick. But how could the policy be better enforced to satisfy non-smokers uncomfortable with the proximity of smokers?
The recommendations was better enforcement, but it's very hard to do. You can't write a ticket to somebody for smoking within 15 feet or now 25 feet of a building. All you could do is the campus judicial processes. If it's personnel, it could be taken up by personnel issues. If it's a student, there's the judicial proceedings if a student isn't following the rules. So the police can't write a ticket because it's not a law.
Just need designated spots, and I don't know if that's been done yet.
Just flyers taped up outside of buildings, just where people are hanging out, so they'll see it when they walk in and walk out, and they'll kind of maybe take it into account.
Although one academic building has signs to alert smokers of the policy, Administration needs to better communicate their rules and intentions to the rest of the university.